let's look. Can you make that full screen? Oh yes. No, that's not so bad. You can zoom in a bit and see if we can make that readable. Chris, tell me when you can read it. Apple Plus. Keep going. That's good. Can you read that? Not really. You can join the Zoom meeting as well if you can't read it from that far away. So let's see your template. Did you make a link to it at the bottom? That one, yeah, there it is. Okay, so this is Eric templating. What does that mean when he's templating? Yeah. It's so there's no content in this tiddler. There's just a set of instructions that tell it what to do if it encounters certain situations. Okay, what's the situation that Eric's looking for here? Eric, what's Eric looking for in his template here? Yeah, this is a template. The first line of his template, you can zoom in a bit. Actually, you can shut your sidebar there, Eric. That'll make it a little bit bigger. And you can even close the preview button. Yeah, there you go. Now you can actually see it. You can close the preview button, which is that no, down in the toolbar, that one. Yeah. So that first line of code, what's he looking for? What's he doing with that first line of code?
Tag tiddlers that are tagged news stories.
So he's, in a sense, looking for tiddlers that are tagged. And what's that first part does? Is current. So it's like tiddlers go through a series of templates before they're displayed. Okay. Actually, Eric, if you can you click on this tag fill? I can't remember if this is live or not. Can you click on this tag fill? The tags view template. So, yeah, you can't. No. So close that and click on that. And so tiddlers go through a bunch of templates. Any tiddler that has this tag says, okay, I'm a template. I'm not going to be displayed, but I'm a template. So every tiddler that's being rendered when you're looking at the TiddlyWiki goes through all of these templates. And Eric's is called News Story. So let's click on News Story again. And let's edit that. That's just where we were. And this template says, hey, is the current tiddler tagged with News Story? That's what that is current does. And if it didn't say is current, then it would apply to every tiddler. Okay, so everything that shows up within that list is going to show up on tiddlers that match that list. So here he's engaging in listing again. And what he presents is the image? Yeah, okay. That's the picture. He's got a field there called image. And there's some contents in that field called image. We don't, at this level, we don't know and we don't care what's in there. We just know what it's going to do. So that's the act of templating. Where do you template in your real life, in the life that you live outside of TiddlyWiki? Where do you template? Yeah.
If you're making like a booklet of something, it's gonna have multiple of the same page. Like visualize your template first page.
Okay. Yep, you make templates for booklets. Also, you use templates or the notion of templating. Yeah.
A lot of coding and design for video games. You take one object that's got basic qualities, keep copying and pasting that so it keeps
Now, do you copy and paste it so that they're all separate objects? Or do you reference back to the template object and then render on the fly? So when do you template? You actually write this little piece of code and you apply this piece of code multiple times, as opposed to Steve's description of copy and pasting. Why am I being so prickly and say that's not templating? It is, but it's not templating the way that we'd like to deploy it. What if you change your first template and you've copy and pasted the set of instructions 30 times? If you do it this way. If you do Steve's way, if you copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, you're gonna have to change the code all those places, right? And that's annoying. Inefficient, impossible to evaluate the quality of a game. It creates inconsistencies in the game and you lose control of your code if you don't code it. So we want to make these templates as abstract as possible so that they can be applied in as many places as we can. PowerPoint slides, Google Slides, those are template driven. You can add page number, slide number, right? You add those features to the template, to the layout or something. They've got different names. Google Mail has templates. You probably don't use them, but you can set them up so that if I were really energetic about it, I have a template for students. So whenever a student sent me something, I would respond and my signature would be appropriate. But whenever friends of mine sent me something, my signature might be something different. That would be a template. I don't do it. It's dumb. When you open up a Word document or Google Docs, you're using a template. It's called default template. You use templates all the time, whether you know it or not. Usually you just use the default. If you modify it, then it changes. Anybody do style sheets in Google? Ever? And not in Google, or in Word style sheets, format styles. Nobody, right? Yeah. Okay. Anybody do CSS? Write CSS code a little bit. Anybody? Some. That's a form of templating. You say, here's a class, and you apply that class to the text in front of you, and you change the class, and all the text, whenever it's rendered, will change. That's a form of templating. CSS. Okay. Thanks for your template. Are you ready? Share your screen.